there's Cartersburg. So good to see you this morning. Hey, it is getting closer and closer to Christmas, and I am getting excited. Like, really excited. Like, when we celebrate Christmas, we're celebrating God coming to earth. Like, Jesus. Like, love appearing, hope being born to man. Like, this is exciting stuff. But before we get there, we've got Thanksgiving. And we are going to be super thankful. It is a time to just practice being thankful. Like, all of our friends around the world are being thankful during this particular time. Now we're going to give thanks without ceasing. We're going to pray without ceasing. We will continually be grateful to the Lord. But this is a time where the whole world starts to stop and be thankful. And it's a time for us to shine, I think. Like, we're good at this. We've practiced this. Or maybe you haven't. Maybe you haven't jumped into being thankful yet. Like, let this catapult you into the new year of just having thankfulness be a daily habit. Because when you're thankful, it just builds up your spirit. It starts to magnify those good things that are in your life. Because what we focus on grows. So if we focus on the things that are good in our life, those things that we're thankful for, those good things grow. So where do we see thankfulness in the Bible? It's just spread throughout. If you go to BibleGateway.com and put in thankfulness or thanks or thanksgiving, any one of those, if you just put thank, it'll give you all of those. So put in thank, and you're just going to see a laundry list of verses come up. And just start to go through those, meditate through those, Old Testament, New Testament. 1 Chronicles 16:34 says, "Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endures forever." Forever, that means right now. So his mercy is still there for us. Psalms 28:7, another Old Testament verse. "The Lord is my strength and my shield. In him my heart trusts, and I am helped. My heart exalts, and with my song I give thanks to him." This is Old Testament. It's in Psalms. And towards the end of this, it starts talking about the Lord of hosts. And we've been talking about the names of God. And it's an exciting piece to have the Lord of hosts. The leader of all the angelic armies is on our side. If God is with us, who can be against us? This is David's hope and his prayer continually, in good times and in bad times. And he's still being thankful. So wherever you're at right now, take a cue from David and be thankful. He's not doing it because he has to. He's doing it because it glorifies God. And as he does that, it lifts him up as well. You can be lifted up as you thank God for those small things in your lives. How about some New Testament examples? Colossians 3:15, "And let the peace of God rule in your hearts, to which also you are called in one body, and be ye thankful." That peace of God can rule in your heart. It starts with that thankfulness. And here's another one. 1 Thessalonians 5:16-18. So here's what Paul writes. He says, "Rejoice always, continually pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ." There is a lot packed into these couple of verses right here that are super important. So when you think about Paul's life, like, he was in prison, he's traveling and walking for miles and days, and he's shipwrecked. He has all these things happening to him in this life. Like, for real, these are things that happen to him. What does he say? Rejoice always. Not just rejoice when you're not shipwrecked, or it says pray continually. Don't just pray when you really need it, but all the time. Give thanks in all circumstances. He's in jail, he's beaten, he's thrown out of town. People are searching for him, seeking him for not good things. He's shipwrecked. He's still reaching out to help people. And during all of that, give thanks. As you head into the holidays, it can be a stressful time. With our situation right now in 2020, we've got even more stress in a lot of different areas. But Paul's admission is to give thanks in all circumstances. And why is that? It's not some hyper positive, everything is going to be all right type of scenario. He knows that there's a purpose for giving thanks. He knows that as we focus on thankfulness, it grows all of those things. So we thank God for these things, and we focus on those things, and more of those things pop up in our life. And as we do that, then that part of Colossians, which Paul also wrote, the peace of God rules in our hearts. And we have a peace, and we can love more those that are closest to us, our neighbors, and they start to see that peace at a time that isn't peaceful, a time where there are a lot of things going on, a lot of pressures, and a lot of time where we could be nervous. And your neighbors, your coworkers, your family see that you have peace. And so where's that come from? Oh, baby. That's the question, right? Now you've got this reverse evangelism, right? Like, it's not us going door to door and say, you've got to have Jesus. It's people seeing that peace in your heart and saying, what do you have? It's Jesus? I've got to have Jesus, right? So then people are coming to find him in you. But you have to have that peace first. So try it out here at Thanksgiving. Give thanks, and then just keep going after that, right? Just keep going and going. Find these verses, read them, put them on your heart. Grab some of these verses as you look them up. Go to BibleGateway.com, free site, put in thank, and watch them all come up. And find one of those. Talk about it at Thanksgiving. Don't just talk about the stuff that's going on. Like, bring that verse up. If you don't bring it up, nobody probably will. But if you do bring it up, people will start to talk about it. And then it gets really exciting. So take that with you today. Find some thankfulness as you head into Thanksgiving. Don't let it go by. Don't just let it be a time to get together. That's important. But let it be a time where you truly give thanks. Take time out. Pray. Take more time out and say, what are you thankful for today? What are the small things? What are the big things? And start to magnify all those things that God's put in your life. Because he's a good, good God, and he loves you. And he wants to use you for work in his kingdom. Man, I hope that blesses you today. I'm thankful for you. If you've got some things that you're thankful for, would you put them down in the comments right now? Because it can really bless others and encourage them in things that they can find in their life to be thankful for. Hey, folks, don't be strangers. We're all neighbors.